Welcome in, everybody, to round one of the World Championships. Yes, that's right. Somehow, some way, the way being that Zebras had to forfeit his ticket because he can't play, I have got a ticket to the World Championships, and I have been drawn very much into the group of death as my reward. I have with me to commentate this round, my first game, my superstar commentary team of Cauliflower and Dizzy Bess. How are you?
Good evening.
Good.
This is going to be a tough game for sure. Piebot secured their ticket by winning Ira BB, I believe, which is a huge league, by the way, so no small feat. Beat some good coaches along the way. They have lizards.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's some good coaches in IRBB. They've got lizards and they've got the obvious lizard build. They've got the build which has 6 blocks.
It is, however, only 11 players.
Only 11 players, but there is an apothecary and there are 3 rerolls. I thought you were going to say it is, but then go into the whole Euro Bowl debate there's been about with the Euro Bowl rules about whether or not you should have all.
Yeah, I'm in the camp that you don't take 6 block. I mean, it's not. It wouldn't be. It's statistically, it's a stronger roster, but I think you can put other things. You could take at least one Orosaurus and get something that strikes fear into your opponent. A tackle, a frenzy, a mighty blow, or something like that. And
Collie Banger confirmed once mighty blow.
Collie Banger confirmed, yeah. But actually, I would go the frenzy because it just makes your opponent play differently. A strength 4 frenzy is huge. Is that, well, they're going to play narrow. They're not going to go against the sideline.
I can't hang around too much longer. I need to let you guys go, and you keep having this conversation after I go. Right. But speaking of frenzy, my roster has frenzy. It's got strip ball. It's got guard. It's got 1 dodge lineman, 1 wrestle lineman, a leader, thrower. Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Torek says I'm a little low.
Torek says you're a little low. I can fix this.
And then share screen Discord.
I am sharing Discord.
Yes, it is shared.
Yeah.
It is shared?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I've just turned Collie up.
No.
Okay. It definitely is in the casting channel.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Watch stream. Cool. Let's go.
Okay, I've turned Collie up a little bit. I hope it's all right because I'm going to just duck off the call now.
Go.
Thanks, both of you. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Right, so I just want to start this off very quickly. That says there is money on the line for this competition, and there has been concerns raised by Nacon and Cyanide at the risk of potentially cheating. So we will absolutely not tolerate any sort of backseating in this game for either side of the game. Yep, we will put it in a pinned message, but I'm telling you all right now, absolutely no backseating. Whatever is happening right now, you cannot talk about it. You will be timed out.
You can talk about things that have just happened, and things that have occurred, but not
what is happening. What is happening right now? Okay, we are sorry we have to be so strict, but Tree being the host is held to a higher standard. Okay. Cool. Yes, I am very ready with my hammer because I definitely have to protect Tree in this one. There is absolutely... I have just seen the pin. There is absolutely no tolerance. There will not even be a warning.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, we probably will do a post-match wrap-up, Reagan Smash. Tree will come back in once the game's over, and we'll talk with her about her thoughts as well on how the game went, things that went well, didn't go so well, and so on and so forth. So yeah.
So Tree's finished her setup.
Yes.
So I was on a triad about how I feel about 6 block lizards, and that I don't hate having something else. And for me, it is a frenzy because it genuinely does make your team play differently. Your opponent, they play differently. They're playing significantly narrower. They don't go against the sidelines as often, or if they do, you can punish them.
Yeah.
So I'm in agreement with the Euroball discussion that 6 block maybe isn't always the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Strangle Bowl this last weekend, and they put a limit on skills, but they put a limit of only 2 skills allowed.
Ooh, that's different this year. I'm pretty sure. Was it last year? No, it wasn't.
I don't think it was, but it's basically the reason they put in the rules for it is to stop the guard spam dwarves showing up. Although dwarves still won this year. So, you know, I don't know whether it helped or hindered in that regard, but for me, I found it really hard because I wanted to play as gnomes, and I felt like I couldn't. So I think it's really harsh to limit skills and to if that's the way they go or whatever.
I think it's very hard to limit it to just 2.
Yeah, 2 was really harsh.
Yeah, it was really, really harsh. I'll have a word with Danny, say that was mean. Dizzy wanted to play gnomes.
Someone did take gnomes. I can't remember what their roster was, but someone did take them. But I felt like it wasn't.
Got factual comment about the game. The lizards have knocked one down. They have not casualtied it. They have hit the tree, and tree has chosen not to stand firm. Factual commentary about the game. Yeah, I think you're right, J-Lev. I mean, Dizzy said it's trying to limit the guard spam dwarves.
The thing the thing was it made tier 1 teams very viable. Well, not very viable, but tier 1 teams seemed the only really viable teams. Every other tier kind of suffered from that. Stunties were just. I mean, I took halflings, and I don't really care about halflings too much in terms of like the variety of skills or But if I wanted gnomes, I want that dodge on there, and it just
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, you don't see dwarves that often in a NAF format. You do. You're always going to get a couple of them, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think you see them that often. So trying to stop that, but hampering some other selections, I think it swings the pendulum too far in the other direction.
I think Spleggy's hit the nail on the head there, saying that TOs think it drives variety by making people take wider selection skills. Yeah, it actually stifles variety because.
Yeah, I think it stifles variety because you just end up with the really solid teams that have all that block that start off with. So you did you see a lot of Norse where they're starting with a lot of block and you don't actually need to put that much block on them. You need to block up the elves, and then you maybe dodge and wrestle on the Valks. You don't need any more block, really.
I mean,
a viable thing.
I faced vampires.
I know. You saw vampires, but it wasn't just vampires twice. It was Spleggy's vampires, and it was Elf Planet's vampires.
Yeah, it was a pretty harsh day for me, I have to admit. So yeah. All right. So the lizards have caged up the ball. Pretty
factual comment about the game. Dizzy, well done. Proud of you.
Yes. I figured we would go with
there we go.
Formation.
Turn 1.
Tree has turn 1 rooted. That is
factual comments about the game. Tree has rooted turn 1. Yeah.
That seems to be a common theme with MisspelledTree's Tree, isn't it?
Yes, turn 1 route. So we've got a stun on that catcher there. So when Tree set up, she's left her skillless catcher out on the edge. I don't really think she had much of a choice but to do that, to leave it, because she's got too much else that she's trying to protect. She's got both of her war dancers to protect, she's got a guard catcher to protect, and she's got her leader to protect, which is absolutely vital in this build. So it's tricky. So now we've got a wall of guard Saurus, Blocksaurus. A wall of Blocksaurus and a Croxigor also in front. Croxigor pulled off 3 dice block. Pushers are both down. So it was an okay boy. It wasn't the best boy.
And what Shepard's saying, if TOs are concerned about guard spam, specifically just limit guard. If you're going to limit skills,
no, you shouldn't.
Well, you should. I don't think you should limit skills, honestly. But I think if you are going to go that route, I think you should limit the tiers differently because it really hurts the lower tiers.
Yeah, but the thing is, with that Shep, you've just killed my Necro. You just killed it dead in the water because I take a 4-guard build Necro, 4-guard and 3 or 4 block, depending on the skill package.
Yeah, well, that's why I say, like, if you skill limit the tiers differently, then it doesn't hurt as many teams. It still hurts them a little bit, but not as much in the same way.
Full pow there on the dodge lino. Factual comments about the game. It lives. Well done. Proud of you. I don't know who that is. But well done. Took a Saurus to the face and you survived. We'll get you we will get you a t-shirt that says I took a Saurus to the face and survived. So as the lizards here, what I'm looking to do is play Blood Bowl, and I'll talk more about what I would actually do when their turn is over. You're doing something, Furion. We're so proud of you. So we got the tail in there on the leader, and a lino, and the dodge that's on the floor. So that's going to make those dodges away 3+ instead of a 2+. I don't think that hurts elves too much. Nice to have it there. Now, what kind of bowl safety mechanism are we going to get from the lizards here?
It's like a regular
cage. X-cage. Interesting. Very interesting. The Dizzy House half term.
We went venue looking around yesterday.
So
we're going to another venue on Friday, and then today was just dog sitting. So yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah. Tree dodge. Saurus dodge away from the tree. Absolutely. Tree's rooted. That's worth taking that 5+. If you make it, fantastic. If you don't make it, you're still away from the tree.
Yeah.
So that tree is just a passenger. I would have much preferred to see the lizards green a bit more here, because there's still very much a leap in. They haven't covered a leap.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they're very.
Yes, Jalen, I'm recycling
it. Yeah, there's a lot of interest.
This is tricky to actually start talking about it.
Yeah.
Because, as we say, you can't backseat, but we can't either.
No.
That's not to say that we are any better than Tree, because we are not.
No.
I think it's very, very easy to say that we are not. But so tell us about the venues, Dizzy.
So the first venue that I went to yesterday is a hotel, and they are currently refurbishing it, so it will be lovely and fresh for when we're thinking of having the wedding.
Oh, so excited! I'm so excited!
So we've then also started looking at like the packages and stuff and how many people we can then invite due to that. So we've been looking at our guest list as well.
So that's hey listen plus however many, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I've got all of the cauliflowers are all invited.
Okay, so Tree's moving a player. Tree's moving a player.
Oh, players being moved.
She is into her time bank.
Yeah.
Oh, wrestle blitz on the crop.
Oh, it
she
works.
Gets it. The only thing that didn't work for her there was a skull. A push was good enough. The bolt down gets her the wrestle, and then you've got a 2+ to get that up. I liked that. That's aggressive.
Very aggressive.
And now she's set herself up with a sword hit. Here it goes, and it's just push.
Push, push, push. No, Shepherd, I don't mean the venue in Southeast London. Obviously, I won't be saying the actual address of the venue, given
No.
No.
No. I didn't ask. I'll ask that later.
Yes.
Croxy's on his feet. That's a shame.
And also because I haven't decided on a venue yet, so even if I did give you the address, that might not be where we're going. I've got some others to look at first.
You don't want to get. Well, I mean, they wouldn't dare get crash. I'm going. So it's strong banger player. That's right, Duke. We saw some strong banger play. Unfortunately, didn't go down. It is a shame that tree is out of the game.
Yeah, but even while it's rooted, it's still cutting off that side of the pitch.
It is at the moment, but that wall of lizards is going to be trying to march down the pitch, and eventually we're going to have to leave that tree behind.
Yeah. It is one of the risks of taking the tree.
It is, but that tree is also a roadblock.
Yeah. Afraid of being robbed by the robot paparazzi.
Obviously.
Well, you know, it's...
Obviously.
I'm afraid someone's going to come and try and steal Day away. Is what I'm afraid of.
That is a risk. That is a
risk of someone from the Blood Bowl community coming to try and steal Day away. I will say there was a conversation that started up on Blood Bowl community. I don't know if people saw it about if when you throw a player and knock over one of your own players, whether that causes a turnover or not. As Leggy will attest to, we found that out we didn't find it out, but I tried to take down Spleggy's Vargeist with a halfling, and the Vargeist was 3 squares away, and the halfling bounced 3 squares back and hit down the tree that had just thrown it, and then bounced and knocked over the other tree that was standing right next to it. So I did down 2 trees in one turn.
God, Dizzy, proud of you. I mean, that's a level of ineptitude from a halfling I've never seen before.
It was something to behold. I couldn't quite believe.
So we've got some lateral movement from the lizards this time. That's interesting, and I will be very interested to see how Tree responds to this. Obviously, factual commentary only, so I will not be suggesting anything at all. So the tree is still in play.
Yeah, and yes, Jenna, it was an inaccurate bounce all the way. You can hit the trees again. Oh, it was a moment.
You can catch teammates, Gil. That would be great, wouldn't it? Accidentally, because you could. Right, so then you could catch it. So you could throw it from one tree to the other. They catch it, or what? Then put them down, or can they pass it again? Like with a bomb. You catch a bomb, you could throw it back.
Yeah, being able to catch a halfling could be quite entertaining.
That would be entertaining. And then, right, so you catch it, and if it's not, so you have to roll. So it's like a 6+ to catch, but it's much like when you're throwing them with strong arm, that you could do it at like a 2+. So if you roll like a 3 or a 4, you have to roll armor to see if they're crushed by the hand.
Yeah.
Why can't you backseat again? Because Tree is significantly better than us, and nothing we could say could help her. Oh, we're going. She's happening.
Go. Ooh.
With the strip ball dancer. Oh, that's a 1.
What's the reroll in?
Got the 4.
Yeah, it's the pal.
Oh, what a pal. That's a beautiful pal. Oh, what a beauty. Now, unfortunately... Oh, nice arm break. Into a KO. Nice. Unfortunately, this... Oh, that's an issue. The problem with doing a play like this is... You do leave your war dancer in danger. Now the ball is on the floor.
As is the war dancer.
Hello, Hyperbrain. You've got half of Hey Listen, a quarter of Hey Listen playing, and 1/4 of Hey Listen still at work.
And what Ode said earlier about when the priest or the officiant says, "Speak now, forever be silent." At least 10 football coaches go to dramatic.
Well, I mean, that's the point where I am slamming my hand over Techno's face. So you shut up. But the war dance is not dead yet, right? And there is that capture is there.
There are definitely options here available.
Yeah. Always options. There's always options. So Tree's Lido is just stunned, which is great news. That was Day Day. Well done, Day Day.
Day Day took a Saurus to the face and lived.
You get your t-shirt in the mail, Day Day. Yeah, I think that's a really tricky decision. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done there, if I'm honest. It's 6-1 and half a dozen of the other. Do you stay put and hope and trust in Blodge and let your war dancer take a few hits? Because where were they? They were, there was at least 2 Saurus that could hit them, or the Skinks could hit them with the amount of players that were around. It's a hypothetical t-shirt. Just so you are aware.
You can't go around wearing hypotheticals.
Right, so we get the power of the catcher, but that is not our guard catcher. Lots of hit on the war dancer if it's yeah, exactly, Jix. There's lots of hits on the war dancer and the strip ball war dancer. It's really important. But they do pick up on a 3+. Shepherd couldn't leap because she already leaped in to do the sack the ball. Dizzy, have a word with your fiance.
Day Day.
So even though Highbot is down to 10, I think they are not going to have much opportunity, much option, but to foul the war dancer here. Because we all know the golden rule, chat. If it begins with a W and it's on the floor, what do we do? This is interesting. This is... Yeah, okay. Right, okay. Yep, that's better. Yep, there we go. And he is caught for a stun. Caught for a stun. That is great news. Down 2 Skinks. Sent off. Argue the call. Does not work. Wooterwoman. That's right, Hyperbrint, a Wooterwoman. Yeah, we wow it. That's exactly what we do, J-Liv, including the Vampires and the Wooterwunners and Walks and any other wanker that's on the floor. A Wharf. Yeah, Christoph, a Wharf, especially Wharfs. And Walruses, and Woxa Wars. Great chat, I'm really proud of you, really getting this. Shepherd, it's whatever the wanker is on the floor, yes. War Dancers, Witches, Werewolf, yes, exactly, Dukes has got it, Dukes has got it. I'm so proud of you, chat. Oh, this is a nice play. Nice chain push there from Tree. Gets her off the Crocs. Where are we putting that Saurus? Are we going to base up or are we going to leave it free? Wamazons. Oh, it's great. I've got chat all going now.
You started a thing now.
I've started a thing and I'm very proud of it. Oh. Well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is interesting. See, I can see a thing, but
you can almost see like thinking.
You can,
through.
So I know we can't hear Tree, we can't see her thought process, but you can see with the way she moves her mouse.
Yeah.
And I think I have an idea of what she's trying. Okay, she's not going for it. We are. Oh, the leap works. So we got 2 dice into 2 dice. This is the frenzy dancer. No, this is 2 dice into uphills. But she gets it there, and that is another armor break on a skink. It is, I think, just a stun. Oh, that is a god scatter. That is a godlike scatter. So, yeah, and now you just fuck off, don't you? You absolutely just fuck off over there. It wasn't just a lucky scatter grave. That was a godlike scatter for the elves. That was absolutely exactly what she wanted. That war dancer is in danger, but apparently it's a sacrifice Tree is willing to make. Oh, broccoli. We should probably talk about that as well. So we're starting with 64 coaches, and we've got 4 groups of 4. That's how many groups is that? 5, 10, 15, 16 groups. Yeah, I can count. I can do maths. I have been doing all sorts of statistics today, so don't blame me. So we've got 16 groups of 4, and that's going to be whittled down to 32 players. Oh, failed a dodge there. That's a shame.
But it's not on the Crocs anymore, so
it's not on the Crocs anymore, and it is only a stun. So Tree is still 10 players in a rooted tree. The title of her new sex tape. So we go down to 16, and then we're going to go into the knockout stage. So that 16 will go down to 8, and then when we're at 8, we will have live coverage from the Nacon Studios in France, hosted by our wonderful MisspelledTree, with her pundits Andy Davo and Jimmy Fantastic. And Jayla gets to play Tree next week. So Jayla actually messaged a bunch of us and said, "Can you all do comms for me if you ever get a chance?" So he's got a big list of people that he's happy to come on and do comms whenever we get an opportunity. But Jayla, just to make you aware, Tree wins. Right? I will pick Tree over you, I'm afraid.
What if Tree's in the final? That's a question.
That is a question. But then there's also Jimmy and Andy will be there, or just at least one of them. And then Vitok from Nacon does play a lot of Blood Bowl. So he can also join in and do some comms. They are going to be in the Nacon studios. You commentate her own match. We have the people, we have the power, and I'm sure in the background that they do have a plan, because all 3 of them do have tickets, Tree, Andy and Jimmy. So it's
all 3 of them get through. Would be very interesting.
Oh, I mean, a 3-person final would definitely be interesting, yeah.
It's like 3-way chess, 3-way Blood Bowl. Then they get the hey, listen out there. No, I'm kidding. They have not confirmed us at all.
No, we will not be going. Unfortunately, we will not be going. Apparently, Biscuits isn't professional enough. But I don't know how many of you got to watch the draw on Friday with Tree hosting, and she was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it was never in doubt, but yes, Jelly, I did say that we get 2 from each group. So each in the group stages, everybody's going to play 3 games. It's just a straight 16 turns. As far as I'm aware, there's no overtime. Once you get to the finals 32, then it's a knockout stage, and then we will be having things like overtime and kicks. She is a natural hyperbrain. He's my friend. I may have just inhaled my own coffee, but don't panic, chat, I'm fine.
Okay, so she's currently looking at moving the ball carrier up. Ooh.
So elves are very fast, so she doesn't need to be there right now.
Yeah.
And she's still got 2 rerolls, So she's just counting out her squares to see where she can get her players to. This isn't her drive. She doesn't need to score on this drive. Stopping the lizards scoring is just as great as scoring. Obviously, scoring is better, especially if she can go on turn 8 and only give them one go at their KO rolls. You are very right, Day Day. I found that the Blood Bowl community is very interested in baked goods. You're right, Spider. He's been doing some solid work. I would have preferred to see more of a screen against the lizards than against the elves than just the normal X cage. Oh, that's a nice power on a skink. But I mean, when you've got
that's a KO, not
and
just
a KO. When you've got when you're against elves, realistically, the ball's never actually safe. It's just like being against Skaven.
Yeah.
Yes, there is only one skink left on the pitch, and it is on the floor. So that's using dodge, and we are out. We have pop dodge. We are away from where it's only a 2+ now.
Yes, but yeah, now we're out. When I was at Strangle Ball at the weekend and playing my final game against Arctic, actually, against Necro, the players next to me, I don't know what the coach was playing, but his opponent was playing elves, and the other coach had obviously not really played much elves before because he was getting very confused over how much they could do on just 2+. It's like, yeah, this is what elves are like, and so I could see. I was just watching in real time somebody realizing how much elven BS they can get away with, and slowly getting more and more despair.
It's genuinely awful. Is that way you're just like, right, yeah, I'm just going to move over here. It's like, I've got like 8 tackle zones there. It's okay.
Yeah. I was watching it in real time, the slow despair of, oh, you've dodged there and dodged again and oh, okay.
So we do only have one skink left on the pitch. We are capped at 3 skinks because one of them was sent off. So we take in the free hit on the lino. I mean, why not?
I didn't even notice we were down to the last skink.
We are down to the last skink. This is only on an 11-man roster. So if neither of those skinks come back...
6 Saurus, 1 Crocs, yeah. I mean...
6 Saurus, 1 Crocs, and a skink and a dream. So the thing with elves is you don't base, because if you base, you give up hits, you have low armor, you're going to die, right? So a lot of these lizards are just free. I was like, well, TC Mom, when it gets after the watershed at 9 o'clock, you can tell us all about that. Was it about football? Are you excited for Halloween?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for Halloween.
Oh, the kids have just been carving their pumpkins. It's very cute. I put the pictures in our Discord if you've seen some.
I did see. It was very cute. Very
very adorable. Well, I had to do the horror that was swimming lessons. Oh, pow on the catcher there, back into base the ball.
No, I got our Halloween sweets and our bowl to put them all in a little while ago because I'm really bad at getting to like a day or two before Halloween and then going, oh, I haven't got any sweets. So I went shopping a while ago just for something different, and I was like, no, while I am here, I'm going to grab a bowl and loads of sweets and just have them ready. Because we've got kids on our street, and I know we will get some knock on our door.
Oh, it's lovely, it's lovely. So we've had an influx of Saurus there now. So Saurus, we're marking the ball, we're marking both of the war dancers, we're marking the down catcher. Out of there now is 2+, 3+. I think potentially what the lizards are going for is trying to force the score at this point. And try and get themselves their 2 KO rolls.
Yeah. Oh, I made sure to get a good selection as well to cover all different kinds of like dietary requirements as well.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to try and wrestle down this last skink, and it's a pow. If this is an armor break, it's not an armor break. That's really disappointing. Are we going to try the GFI in? Ooh, I see what we're going for. I see what we're going for, and I wondered if she'd try this when I saw it. So there we go.
I hid them Day on top of the fridge so they wouldn't be on your eye line as much.
Oh, I've hidden them in a Tesco bag in one of the top cupboards that the kids can't reach, that they keep saying, "What's in my bag?" So Tree's managed to make this just a 2+ out by blitzing that Saurus. But I suppose the question now is, do we score? Do we stall it out?
Seems to be what she's debating.
This is why I hid them out of sight. Also, I'm out for work. I've been out for work so much just recently, so I don't even have a chance to eat them. And any sweeties that I've got hidden. So we found a really nice chocolate shop when we were in Athens, and I had a bar of chocolate, and the kids were like, "Mummy, have you finished that chocolate you brought back from Greece yet?" I'm like, "Yes, I haven't."
It's all gone.
It's hidden in the cupboard. Yeah, no, it's all gone, kids. Sorry, it's all gone. Still hidden in the cupboard. You tyrants not letting poor Day and kids have sweets. They will get their own sweets. Oh, they will get them on Halloween. Spooky day. Oh, that's a shame. He's only a stun. He's only a stun.
Yeah.
So what's Day-Day's costume for Halloween? Are you going to take him trick-or-treating?
His super sexy Day costume is the only one we have, so I think that would be too terrifying for the kids, honestly.
Yeah, they are probably a bit young. So, Sylvester Tony says there's 1D on the ball. I'm assuming you mean with the skink? One, two, three, four. Tricky. I mean, it's not tricky. Well, it's not tricky. It's just click ball, click thing. So I suppose that's. Ooh, do you wrestle? Yes, you wrestle, because otherwise you can take the armor. Have they made a path through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rushes. Yeah, they can hit the ball 2 dice on 2 rushes with block.
Pro tip: when my kid asks for my sweets, I tell them not this one. It has alcohol in it.
Oh, it's telling me it's spicy. Oh, you can't have that spicy.
Oh.
So it's obviously you're going to take it on. It's 2 dice. It's your drive, and the guard catcher is KO'd. Now, yeah, no. Instant appo. No, that you can't recover that. The skink's too far away. So I think at this point, it's going to be impossible, probably, for the Saurus to score without 6. Not quite the god scatter that we'd want. We wanted it to scatter away from the lizards. So Techno got me a tub of fish food and it went in the freezer. When I came down one morning and my littlest was downstairs, and he grabbed my hand and led me to the freezer, and he went, "Mummy, I like fishes," and opened the freezer and pointed it to us. I really like fishes. But yeah, I'm sure you do, my dear. Yeah, we're just getting tackle zones on the ball. So for an elf, that's only a 4+ pickup. So I don't know how. Still got 2 rerolls. Get the lino down with the crocs. So that that lino down there has just been doing God's work keeping that croxigar out of the game. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, you're right, Tony. Sorry, Simes, Tony. Is Tony all right? Can I call you Tony? Yeah, of all the scatters it could have been, that is a really, really good one.
Yeah.
The lizards aren't going to be able to score on their drive, which is going to mean that they have to turn tree over. So they either have to turn tree over or they have to force the score. But that again, that's only going to put them in the position for a draw. I'm not going to. How is Wanker Ferret? I think Wanker suits you best. Just pushes.
I don't think you can get.
No, unfortunately, it's not a democracy. Seems awfully familiar. Throwing in the reroll, gets it on the reroll. Do we score? It's turn 7. He's going for the score. I wondered if we might have surfed that last skink. So well done, Tree. The KOs do not come back. So there's a turn 8, and there's 1 skink. So the 1 turn is off because you can't. Without a touchback, you can't get the ball. You can't get the ball to the skink for the 1 turn. So we are the lizards here. I would imagine will set up for a timeout and hope for that. No, you're right, Ferry. It's not worth it. It's not worth the losing the ball, and it's not worth the risk of losing the war dancer. They're only armor 8. They die. His ferretiness. Air of Drinkwall, 3rd of his name. Absolutely not. Incredibly helpful move. Yeah, we hadn't noticed at all that the chaos didn't come back. It wasn't what we were looking for on there for this turn 8 to see if the skinks came back to see if the game was on. We didn't notice at all. We're too busy talking about biscuits. Cheering fans is a draw, so no kick-off event there. The cheering fans is on the press to Nuffle table. It probably wouldn't have been very interesting for the turn 8. Except maybe, I don't know, if they could have given one of the Saurus Mighty Blow, that would have been interesting. Oh, it's out. Oh, Mole. Well, I don't think Moles is going to matter. It's just a turn 8. So there's a KO. Tree's KO did come back. Oh, no, she echoed it, so she didn't have a KO. Yeah. Oh, see, Twat Magnet being a Twat Magnet, and they're going for it. And they get it.
Yeah.
Question. Foul the tree with the last Saurus.
No.
Where's the skink?
To the left, she's going for it.
Yes, you have to. You have to. Tree's still got a reroll.
3 dice on it? Yeah.
Yep, she's got for the 3 dice. We've still got to reroll it. Makes the GFI. Doesn't hit it. Spend the reroll. Yeah, there we go. It's down and it's alive. Well, that's a shame. Stupid skink. Stupid sexy skink. Worst banger ever. I know. I thought Tree was more practiced at being a banger. So we got 1 skink back that time. So we are at 2 skinks on the pitch, which you will have to protect with all your might if you want to try and score. It was a really good half from Tree there. So we turned the list over. We scored. We'll see how she sets up here. Will she go for a Daka sort of setup? I don't like a Daka against lizards. They're fast. They're comparatively fast against the sorts of teams that you do Daka against. So I don't think it's something that we do. But we will see how she sets up. Where she puts her tree will tell you whether she's planning on doing a Daka or not. She is not doing a Daka.
No.
So from the lizards there, I don't think they, in the last half, they put enough thought into the leap play. Because they have no guard, so it was very easy to tag out and leap in and get 2 dice with strip ball, which is why I would have preferred a screen around the ball.
I did
rather
wonder why they were because they had the X cage and then we're putting in another player, but that doesn't.
Which works if it's got it doesn't protect it. It makes the leap in harder. So I see what they were going for. They were half protected, but without the guard, I don't think they made the. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. How many? And it's with 5. It's 5 there. Disgusting. Disgusting play there. But a screen would have made the leap in even harder. They would have been dodging in and then the leap.
Yeah.
I sort of see what they were trying to do. But lizards bang, right? Lizards bang and the ball stays back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really aggressive early in the drive. The thing is, I think that's exactly sort of what Tree wanted. For me, I would have screened off and taken pop shots at the elves and tried to remove a couple every now and then.
Yeah. Because elves are, these elves especially, it's too easy for them to leap in, especially with the strip ball. That's the kicker.
That's the strip ball. That's the danger because you've got no sure hands. That strip ball is really, really dangerous. And we all know that Tree loves her leaping players.
Yeah.
So we're going for the catcher. You do not get it, but that has made a channel down that. Obviously, that lizard has to move. It has to move, or it's going into the crowd. Look, can it just get under the ball? I think it can.
I think it can with brushes.
2, 3, 4. It could do it. Now the issue with rushes in a blitz event is you cannot use rerolls because I can only assume.
Oh, we had
workshop. Didn't write their rules properly and decided to roll with it.
Well, we had an interesting question. I can't remember which game it was. I think it was game 2. It was game 1 or 2. With Acorn.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a blitz. I can't remember if it was against Elplanet or against Bleggy. But Acorn, and obviously Acorn's got an inbuilt Dauntless reroll.
Yeah.
So it's like, does he get to use that in a blitz kickoff event? I can't remember what we decided. I think we said yes. Didn't end up mattering anyway because I failed it and then re-rolled and failed it still. So like either way, it failed.
Can I just interrupt for a second? What were you blitzing?
Well, was it you against you, Splaggy?
What were you throwing Acorn at?
It was a strength 3 piece, I believe.
Strength 3.
I had an assist.
That's not as bad. Just 1 because your strength 1. That was still uphills if it fails.
Yeah. It failed and then rolled something that knocked. I think
we missed something. We missed something really important. And I think the skink failed the rush.
I think it did as well, yeah. And then
there's so much. I did see that bit. There's so much to think about with vampires. I honestly look at them and think they look really fun, but then remember the amount of stuff that you've got to think about and think it's too much work.
I think we'd had it with, I think we'd had it so far. Yeah. I think it was against Fleggy. It was just to have two vampire games, one after the other, was hard.
Oh yeah, that's harsh. It's harsh. But then you have to do what I did to J11 and just take all these vampires off the pitch.
Well, I did try that against El Planet, and I removed a good number of them because he had a frenzy one.
Did you tell him Collie sends her regards?
I think I did. Yes.
Excellent.
But against Stunty especially, because it doesn't matter how well or not well the vampires do or don't do. Against
Stunty, with a scatter catch. That's your fault. I blame you completely. I didn't.
You did. It was great. You kept coming back. I was very proud of Acorn that last weekend. He did do well.
Well done, Acorn. Proud of you. So did we? No, that wasn't a reroll. That was a use of dodge skills. This really confused me earlier in the week because it was like they turned it on in the mid. Oh, Tree, why? They're both okay, but now Tree is on the floor. It was as if halfway through a game they've all of a sudden turned it on so that it asks you about dodge, but it asks you when you're dodging if you want to dodge.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'd like an armor roll here, please. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, they've turned all the settings around.
Yes, but it was like it's like it happened in the middle of a game though. That's what really confused me. I think it was BB Not I was watching. It was last week. But all of a sudden it just started asking. It's like, why is it asking me this now? I think there is a spreadsheet somewhere. If you give me 2 minutes, let me dig through Discord, and I think I might be able to find it for you. And I will post it up. Hold, please. I'm looking. I'll go back.
Oh, Jayla posted it.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Jayla. Is that the spreadsheet?
It looks like a Google Doc. Spreadsheet, yes.
Yes, it is. Stupid. This is a stupid croc. We rolled stupid crocs. Oh, that's a thing that happened. I don't like that reroll, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that reroll. Your croc stays down. Your croc stays down.
If he's gone stupid, he's gone stupid. Like at this point.
I get that you want to tail on the ball, but that's just a waste of a reroll. They've gone very aggressive here again. Very aggressive. Looking at the wrong screen.
Hey, will you stand up? Yeah, the tree stood up.
So good at the tree. Tree is just going to keep that Crocs busy. Tree's a strength 6, Crocs are strength 5. Crocs can do nothing. It's just going to stand there and do God's work.
They're going to be friends for the whole game.
Oh, the best of friends. They're such good boys. Bestie friends.
Oh, I went. I played a league game just before Jungle Bowl, and when I finished my league game, there was a father-son playing a friendly, and the what did they have? Oh, and they had they weren't playing with it, but they had a Norse team painted with them. And I said to them, "You do know you have to tell your Crocs, your Yeti that he's a good boy, right?"
Oh, you dodge.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, we knock it down. We can't surf it. That is a shame. How just disgusting. What Tree is probably saying right now.
Most likely.
Interesting. So when Tree's turn is done, JDYT, I would love to hear what you would have done. Blitzing with the ball.
Oh, okay. For a second, then
Let's sit down.
For a second,
it's an
I
armor
thought
break.
she thought that was one of her elves and was trying to hand off to it.
Okay. So the skink is down. It is unfortunately still alive. Potentially, as the elves, I might have. Well, I suppose this was before the blitz, but I might have just looked for a quick score to make it 2-0. As fast as lizards are, that's still hard to come back from. So that's re-roll because that's your leader. Now she's used the leader re-roll. It could die. No one cares. Okay, JD Whitey, what would you have done there? Tried the same thing for a quick score, run up the left side and hand off to the catcher. Yeah, I would have thought that a quick score would have been smart here. You would have tried for the surf, but not use the catchers. No, well, I can't remember the board state before she put the catchers in. But when she did put the catchers in, I thought she was looking for the quick score and she was going to hand off to that line off that was up there and just leg it. Especially with both your skinks down at the bottom. So again, we're just going to be basing up the ball here. Oh. These elves.
That's Day again. He took another Saurus to the face.
I took 2 Sauruses to the face and survived. Well done, Day. Day
gets 2 hypothetical t-shirts. Or is it just the one?
Yeah, JD Whitey. I would have liked to see just the quick score. I know you might get the skink back, and I know that that's giving them like 16 turns, but they then have to win. They've got to score 3 times. And you give the ball back to them, they go for their quick score, they give the ball back to you, you just throw it in again, don't you? So there is this. I'll wait.
First he gets a t-shirt, then he gets a pair of pajamas. You're basically buying Day a full wardrobe at this point.
Am I? So Moob said he figuring go for the 2D with the wrestle, like was done, but not using the guard catcher instead of hand off to the guard catcher after the block and sumo. Yeah, so Moob and JD White are thinking the same thing, sort of on the same lines as me. Go for the quick score, make it 2-0, make the lizards answer that. So when Tree is done, we will ask why she didn't go for the quick score, or if that was initially her plan and the blitz changed it, because then she had more up in her face. But I would have thought that would have put her in a better position for the quick score, rather than keep swapping sides like this. So this is with the frenzy dancer.
Oh,
that's a double skull. That's a both down and a push. And this is not ideal. There we go.
She gets power.
Sit down. Lovely. So now we can't surf. We could have surfed, but now we can't. We have to get out of there, otherwise we will be surfed. First he gets a t-shirt, then he gets a pair of pajamas. Next up is a scrunchie. What about socks, J-Leaf? Can we give him socks?
Scrunchie is the next level after t-shirt and pajamas. And I thought
I'd give socks and some undies.
Yeah.
Some undies with a Saurus on it. Or maybe a skink. Daddy does like his lizards.
He does.
So this is interesting because there is a completely free Saurus there. We count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush. That's another choice.
Seen it.
I suppose we're trusting in Blodge right now.
In Blodge we trust.
You hate a scrunchy ferret? That's a bit harsh. You don't even know what they look like yet. I don't think we have much choice but to trust in Blodge right now. You'd love Blood Bowl. You have Blood Bowl attire in your stupid, sexy day-day outfit. And all the high average bowl t-shirts we've made for you.
I am currently wearing my Disney Best hoodie right now.
Oh, those hoodies are so good.
It's so comfy.
They're so good.
We need to get because Day keeps telling me how jealous he is of my hoodie. We need to get the Hey Listen guys.
The Hey Listen boys need hoodies.
The Hey Listen boys, yeah. Who in chat thinks that they are a Hey Listen boy?
You would love more Blood Bowl effect. Day, do you want a special hoodie? I don't know if the stupid sexy Day emote is too much. Whether it be too. Oh, we're in. No pow. Do we re-roll? There's another re-roll. Into double fork down. So excellent. The War Dancer survived.
I'm looking at an alternative to the Patreon, Shirato. Due to
well, Dennis says he doesn't hate the idea, so he doesn't want it that badly. So there you go.
That's his way of being coy.
Are you being coy, Day?
He's being coy. I made it to the Hey Listen Boys D&D campaign. Does that make me a Hey Listen boy?
No, you were all talking American, JLed, because we have a talking American.
He's being very coy right now. He's trying not to seem like he really, really wants it when he actually really, really wants it.
Oh, yeah, because if that makes JLed a Hey Listen boy, that also means that Ferret's a Hey Listen boy. So Tree has just made a nice hole up the middle. Stop. Yes, do it, Tree. Do it. No.
Am I going to have to tell you about backseating, Carly? There we go.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, my God. She's giving me an aneurysm.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Oh, and an armor break on a Saurus. Oh, it's only a stun. That's disappointing. Well then. Pop dodge. And it's a snake. Snakes. Snakes. So ball is fucked and off. It's not over yet, Ferret. It is not over. It's never over in Blood Bowl, but it's pretty close. Pretty damn close.
Not over till it's over.
After the strip ball dancer, so I think the idea here is to try and force the score. So if you can get the strip ball dancer down, that's great news for your skinks. Oh, I saw what Tree just pointed out. Did you see what Tree just pointed out?
Oh no, I think I missed it. I was trying to see what JD Whitey put the emote was.
Hold on, I'm gonna keep my mouth. Oh, finally a KO. So that's down the leader, but we've used the leader reroll. We'll see if it happens. And no, it's not happening because the Crocs has just moved. Tree pointed out that on a 5+, 2+2+, there was 2 dice on the ball, and you could put tail on the ball.
Oh. No, it's all right. Don't worry, JD. I like it. I do. It's the little snakes emote that I was looking at.
Snakes. Tree's got a snakes emote. 3D. Oh yeah, it was a catcher. It was a 3D on the ball. You're right, JLF. Sorry about that. Where's Tree's snacks? Snacks. So for 5 + 2 + 2 +, there was 3D on the ball. 3D on the skink. Breaks armor. It's not dead, but it's fine. Oh, we're putting it in.
Yeah.
We are now 2-0 up. We are 1 step closer to GG. You just assumed that Tree could count. Who can count? What?
I think you're saying she was showing off her counting skills, is what I think.
Oh, I see. Well, the thing is, we've done the alphabet with MisspelledTree when we did the draw last Friday, and earlier yesterday, I think, we did counting with MisspelledTree. It was absolutely phenomenal.
You know, have you ever seen those D&D ABCs books? And
Haven't.
Oh, it's really good. There's like ABCs of D&D, but for Blood Bowl instead, the ABCs of Blood Bowl.
It's quite funny at the dinner table because my youngest has just started school, so they're doing the alphabet, and they said P is for, and I shouted pterodactyl. There was just a big argument then at the table. No, that begins with ta-ta-ta, which I obviously made the kids go and get their dinosaur encyclopedia to prove myself correct.
Our little niece hasn't started school yet, but she will in a year or so, and I've pre-warned her mum about the joys of phonics, because she was not aware that phonics was a thing. So I was like, you've got that to look forward to.
Phonics is great.
Phonics is great fun.
This is an interesting setup. This is a very interesting setup. So you're keeping the crocs free this time, because last time it was just stuck on the tree for 4 turns. For 4 turns. So it's not too difficult for lizards to get a touchdown in 4 turns. To get 3 are probably nigh on impossible. To get 2 with some nice dice and a timeout, maybe. Yes, grave mistakes. I've seen pictures of that. Got high kick, skink gets under the ball. Do they can't? Oh, which skink do you put under the ball? Do you move that one back? No, you must go for that one. Surely. Yeah, there you go. And it doesn't catch it. Get right. Both teams on 1 reroll. Going straight for the blitz again on the catcher. Gets the pow. Actual things happening in the game right now. Catcher survives. Who is that catcher? Zebros. You took a Saurus to the face and survived again.
I was going to say Zebros has had a couple to the face.
Yeah. Yes, great. I've seen it and I laughed, and I really did want to get it for my kids, but I forgot to even look it up. Another pow there.
Day.
Had the pow and the both down. Chose to take the pow because it gives them the movement and clears the space.
Day gets another Saurus to the face and survives.
This one's not quite so lucky. This one does as well. Hargrave takes a Saurus to the face and survives. So handoff is selected. We must be handing off. We must have selected handoff. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I assume leg it and screen it off with the other skink. So that all worked. They didn't use a reroll on that, which sucks. So how is everybody doing on time banks? So Piebot's got 2 minutes left. Tree has got 4 minutes left. So that's getting quite tight. Getting quite tight there. Yeah. Where's this ball going? You don't have that long to decide, because Tree will not make this easy, whatever it is that they did. Oh no. Oh no.
What happens? Keep it factual. Keep it to what it is.
Mm. Okay. Fine. I don't think this helps. That certainly doesn't help.
Ouch!
And it falls down, but it has fallen down in the square you would surf it from. So that was that I wouldn't have used the reroll either. That's you just wanted something in that square because otherwise that's going to just push it backwards, Tree. You see, she's trying. She's trying. So take the push. Take the pow. Now I have concerns. I have concerns.
That man's earned their wages today.
You right? Okay. War dancer is safe. Do you see the play, guys? Dizzy, what biscuits have you been eating at the moment?
Please. It's too speedy for my eyes.
Not in a while, but when I was dog sitting, my mum had some chocolate digestives in.
Ooh, that sounds
I had a
nice.
good, I think it was a dark chocolate digestive. I can't remember if it was a milk chocolate or not.
Oh, not what I expected. That is not what I expected at all. Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I expected. The tree moves! Woohoo! So I thought with the way she'd set that up and the fact that she left the war dancer there, with the leader throw, I thought she was going to uphill that Saurus to try and surf the ball. I really thought she was going to uphill. You can't foul with that now. That's interesting.
Let's go. Will it make a difference?
So, yeah, instant, yeah, surf the dancer.
You know, offence may solve this problem of players being eaten
Huh.
Just a
The tree had to have seen she left that on. He had to. Duke's current go-to biscuit is a chocolate-covered ginger biscuit from Greg's. Ooh, delicious. Got the pow there on the dodge player, and now you have pushed out that war dancer. Are we looking at the 3+3+2+? Croxy is free. Got to cover the failure state though. So where are you going to put that Crox?
They're all over the place.
Oh, what was that? I think I can't see what the dodging was. I can't see what they were, but I saw one.
Well, yeah, would have been ones and twos.
Yeah, ones and twos, but yeah, it was 1 in 9 there.
Oh, was it a snake? Oof.
Was it snakes? Snakes. I mean, they happen to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
Interesting that pass is activated there, not handoff.
Did she mean to activate?
I think that was a misclick.
Not what you'd expect.
No, she didn't re-roll it, which is the right thing to do there. Own your mistake. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. She meant to hand it off, but clicked pass, and she was just going to be away with the catcher.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do in Blood Bowl 3 to make those mistakes.
Which is a bit frustrating because the whole point is to emulate the tabletop,
Yeah.
and we don't get those kinds of mistakes because
you don't get those kinds of mistakes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you were playing with someone and you said pass, being the hand off, if it was clear what you were doing, I'm sure most people would say, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that there are all Skaven leagues played in great caverns underground?
I mean, as of right now, this is still a win for Tree. She's still 2-0 up. And the Lizards have 15 and 16. So without a timeout, they're not even going to get a draw. So she's in a draw plus situation. So that's a solid, is it 3 points for a win, Liv? You'll know. Yes, so nice 3-point start for Tree. Off to a fantastic start in this group. I don't know if the other game has been played yet. I'm sure Tree can bring up the group for us. Pow on the leader when we've already used the leader reroll. Some pretty just mad clicking now, so I think Piebot's just sort of accepted his fate on this one.
Yeah. The other game hasn't been played yet.
It hasn't been played yet.
No. So biscuits.
You play it in 75 minutes. Biscuit talk. I haven't really been eating any biscuits at the moment. I've been out a lot.
Yeah, I like today. My mum's was the first time I've had a biscuit in a while, honestly. So
last reroll, hand off, 3+. Fails it. Fails it. So Tree doesn't have anybody in scoring range. Piebot has another turn 16. So touchdown scored in games which are tiebreakers. So I think it is important for Tree to potentially stop this score. Gets it down. And then just sticks it on a blodger. Yep, makes sense. And bucks off.
Yep.
And cages it up. So yeah, you don't want your opponents getting too many touchdowns because your touchdowns for, your touchdowns against are all part of your tiebreakers. So this is a resurrection format, so any of these injuries that may have happened, that didn't happen, what else did not explode, wouldn't have carried through to the next round. So GG Tree, congratulations on the win in your first World Cup game. Here's to going to the end. Can't wait to tell you how much of an aneurysm you gave me when you wouldn't hand off to the catcher fast enough.
I'm coming back in because I'm pretty sure this game is over in every reasonable way. Like there's nothing else I can control. So
congratulations, Tree.
Thank you. I think I played the first half. I thought I was quite pleased how I played. The second half, I think I played terribly. I made a series of increasingly bad decisions in that second half that luckily I was not punished for.
You almost gave me an aneurysm. When you were looking to screen off with that war dancer instead of handing off to the catcher in that turn, I'm like, hand it off. No, do it.
Oh my God. That whole... I mean, there were so many things wrong in that turn. One which I really nearly got punished for, which was taking the tree block. I should never have taken that tree block that knocked the tree down, and then poor Piebot had the right idea, was going to put tail on the board, and then the croc score went stupid on him.
Yeah.
Like, if he'd got that in...
I don't like the re-roll that he put into that. I understand why, but I wouldn't have done it myself.
That's a tough one. I don't know the answer to it. I was sat there, I was hoping he wouldn't put it in because I just kept thinking if that gets there, I don't know how I'm dealing with it. Like, that's a problem. So I was hoping he didn't use it, but that doesn't mean he was right to use it because it's difficult. And of course, later in the half, he wanted
it's a tricky decision, and it's a big game, isn't it? It's a big game. So what I was curious about at the beginning of the second half, great defense, turning them over and scoring. It would have been nice to hold out to turn 8. Having those two skinks off for so long was fantastic. You denied them a 1 turn. You scored on their drive. It was pro strats letting your war dance fall down, so they fouled it with a skink.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was lucky.
Congrats there, Tree.
That was like a series of lucky into unlucky into lucky into unlucky, because like
It was.
obviously like I went for the ball. It's a 4+ leap, which is a bit rowdy, but it's a 75% with the reroll, and you know you've got strip ball, so you've got a pretty good chance getting that ball down. And I like getting aggressive on lizards early in the drive, because if not, lizards will bully you. Like, lizards are strong; they will bully you if you don't take your chances. So, I went for that early, and then like obviously like it's quite lucky to catch the scatter on the war dancer because it's a 6+. However, then the war dancer can't stay there, so I've got to roll the dodge, which is another 4+. Again, like on its own, it's a 75% chance to succeed.
Yeah, catching that ball. We just is what do you do? We couldn't decide either whether the right place to leave it there and believe in blodge, or to
no. It had
Hi,
Piebot. Thank you for the game. I think you were super unlucky at some points in that game. And I think my second half was really bad. So I think you were pretty unlucky that I didn't get punished for that. So, but thank you for the game. You played well. And I think the skink removals in the first half just really put you in a tough spot.
Even if one of them you did yourself.
Yeah, but I would have done that too.
I would have done exactly the same too. I would have done exactly that. I mean, it's a war dancer on the floor. How can you not stick boot in?
Yeah, I was looking at that and thinking, like, on the one hand, it's a bit scary for Piebot because he's just had a player KO'd, or they've just had a player KO'd, and but on the other hand, there's also
that was what my internal monologue would be there. I was like, right, I'm on 10 because you've only got 11.
Yeah.
And there's a war dancer on the floor, and I can get a pretty decent foul on it.
It's a war dancer on the floor, and it's the scariest war dancer as well because it's a strip ball one.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
My best war dancer in that game,
you get that strip ball out, and it's a different game, isn't it?
So,
then you're leaping in with frenzy, so you need to cover off both sides of the cage. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it up into one dice or into uphills.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy with the decision to be aggressive. Obviously, like, it could have gone the other way. Like, if I just failed those leaps, the second leap was a bit awkward. I kind of didn't want to leap because there was almost a way to block open the cage without doing the leap, but then the problem is I'd have like nobody left to recover afterwards. So in the end, I was like, no, you've got to just do the 3+ leap again. So the defense I was happy with. The offense, I think everything about it was bad, and I should probably go back and look at it. I think I made the decision. I literally talked about this while doing a practice game earlier. Like, sometimes when I'm playing a good coach, and I obviously was playing a good coach, Piebot, like, clearly very good. And like, sometimes when I'm in a good position against a good coach, I get into my own head and I start like overthinking everything. And I
see it.
Yeah.
But I think that's something that we all do, right? Yeah. I do it when I'm sitting across from a good coach.
So thank you, Piebot. Like, genuinely, it was a really fun game. I do think you were a bit unlucky at a few points. And so if you want to use that luck to beat everyone else in the group, that's fine, and I'm very sorry that you had to get the unluck against me. But yeah, good luck for the last two. Poor Piebot. Lizards.
JLo's here. By the way, JLo's here.
I know. Of course, JLo's here. I never think it's as black and white as people make it out to be when people talk about strong matchups, but Wood Elves into Lizards is a good matchup for the Wood Elves, right? Like, it's one of the ones that the War Dancers can really do well in because of the strength 2 ball carriers. And poor Piebot, I already know who they've got next, which is Strider, so the literal champion on Wood Elves. So yeah, pretty rough intro to this tournament for Piebot's Lizards.
That's tough. Look, and then you've got JLev's OWA, so that's fine. That's barely even an inconvenience, is that, isn't it? I'm gonna get in a minute. I know I am.
Good luck, JLev, for your game against Strider later as well. That's how long until your game?
I think he's going in about an hour. That's 75 minutes some time ago.
Yeah. This division is an absolute monster. Like, I think I genuinely thought when I saw the division that I might lose all 3 games here. So I'm pretty happy already that I didn't lose all 3 games. But obviously, like, would love to get out of the group. A win is a nice place to start. Still, every chance to not get through even with a win. But like, because 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, like, a win feels really good because you could draw 3 games and only have the same amount of points that I have now. So,
and I was talking about this at the end of that game where they failed the dodging and lost the ball, about how you should get that ball and get it safe because touchdown difference is a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's it was kind of at the point where it didn't matter, but clicking pass instead of clicking handoff. Oh my god.
Yes, we wondered that because you started running off with that. It's like she does know she's chosen pass, right?
Oh my god. I was like, no, you are kidding. When I saw it start to do the pass activation, I was like, oh no. If I'd seen it, I probably shouldn't even have clicked it. I probably should have just stayed there, but I didn't see it.
Just held on to it. No,
so,
it was too late then, and then at that point you committed. But when you started running off, I'm like, that's a pass. Tree, you're doing a pass.
Oh my god, yeah. And what's so funny is that's like literally like the forgetting to click handoff has been a bugbear of mine with the UI. I think I lost a Super League game because of it. So that time I was really pleased with myself. I'm like, I've clicked the button, it's going to be fine. And then it wasn't.
It's the wrong button, but it's fine.
Proud of you for not re-rolling the pass.
Well, there was still a chance, even right up to the end there. Like, even then, like, it's unlikely that Pipebots, they can score, and if they score, then there's a timeout, or if blitz again, like things can happen. So, it was tough. I don't know. I think one of the many things I should go and look at on that offense at some point is see if I could have bought one more turn before going in for 2-0 because I'd got so far ahead. But I just thought like it's possible for Liz to score twice in 2 turns, but it's really hard. And
that's what I was saying at the beginning of the second half. Do you just go and bang that in as quickly as possible, which I desperately wanted you to do, and you took too long to actually decide to do it.
Well, it was a 3 dice, and I thought the 3 dice was worth it. But other than that, yeah.
I didn't spot it at first. JD Whitey and Move both spotted it, saying that you wanted to hand off to the catcher. I wanted you to hand off to the lineman on the other side and just fuck off. But you still took far too long to decide, I'm going to hand this off and fuck off. So Tree, don't do that to me again.
But nearly broke our own rule of backseating, trying to get you to not.
No.
Yeah, I can just say again, like I do think Pivots was unlucky that I didn't have a critical fail in there somewhere, because that offense, because I made some poor choices, I rolled quite a few dice that were like critical fail risk, and if any of those had been a fail, then they were right back in the game. So yeah, got a bit lucky on that one, but
it was surprisingly not murdery.
Oh, I mean, I was super lucky on the not removals, like all through the game.
You were so lucky. Yeah. You were so lucky. So, for context, to chat, middle of last week, me and Tree played a practice game with my undead. I built an undead roster, and you were left with 3 players.
Yeah.
At the end of the first half.
Yeah, 3 players at halftime after Collie had finished destroying everything. That's partly just you, though, Collie. That's just like your inherent violence.
Playday is decked out in a new wardrobe of "I was hit by a saurus and survived" t-shirts and pajamas and stuff.
I took a saurus to the face and survived.
But yeah, it was really fun. But I'm glad you had fun as well.
4 as 1, then TD's against as 2 essentially makes tiebreak 1 and 2 your touchdown difference.
Right. So those are both pretty good for me. Like, not conceding's great. Scoring 2 could have been 3 if I'd done a handoff, which is a bit annoying. But like 2-0's still pretty good, right? Like I expect most of the games are going to be decided by 1 touchdown. So even just getting a 2-0 is already helpful.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of. Well, I don't know, because there's going to be a Woody off.
Oh my god, yeah, Strider, that's my... So we think, if the schedule is that I play J-Lev next and Strider last, we think. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I know everyone's sussed out the algorithm.
When does the week roll? When does it roll?
Weekend. And J-Lev...
Usually there's a website, isn't it, that does it?
Yeah, I think J-Lev and I are provisionally scheduled for Wednesday, but that's
time?
To be confirmed. Mm-hmm.
What time?
Piebot, that's lovely of you to say. Thank you again for being a great opponent, and I really do hope you get at least a bit more luck than you had in this one, because I think you definitely didn't get a lot here. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Because right before this I played, well, not right before this, but earlier today I played another game where, do you know, I shouldn't say just in case because of YouTube and everything, they don't necessarily go up in order, but I played another game earlier today where, let's just say, the armor rolls were not with me, so the fact that they came around in this game was definitely the right timing for me. But yeah, I can't hang on tonight. I'm going to need to go and do some other stuff, but I did want to ask you two if you had a fun cast. Did I miss anything exciting?
I was trying to be very careful. I was being very careful.
We ended up talking a little bit about my wedding, so I do apologise.
Oh, well, no, that's always a good topic. Have we agreed what you're wearing? If we already know what you might want to wear.
No, Day-Day's watching, so we weren't talking about my outfit.
Okay.
But we were talking about the how I've been going to a few venues. But I didn't. Obviously, I'm not going to give any locations because I don't want there to be a crowd of Blood Bowlers not knocking down the door to steal Day away from me. So that's
no, definitely
kept under wraps.
I don't know why I said what you're wearing. What I was thinking in my head, it didn't come out that way, was what Rick Reckless is wearing as the minister for your wedding. That was what I actually meant.
Yes, he is officiating. He is officiating.
Rick Reckless,
who
may or may not be ordained to conduct a wedding, but should conduct a wedding.
I think you need to be ordained by location, don't you?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, it's just new. I have no idea how it works in the UK. I know you can do that in America, but you actually have to be a registrar, I think.
I think you do as well. I
think what you do is just go sign the papers in a registry office, right? And then we'll have a proper ceremony with Rick.
The crazy thing is, my brother-in-law has actually looked into this a little bit on how to get ordained. Because he was joking that he'll do it for us. But the thing is, if you get ordained, you have to do several weddings. So I think you have to do it
renew my
regularly.
I can renew my vows. It's
fine.
Oh, hang on a minute. Me and Josh are engaged.
That's true. So your wedding as well, I want to know about. Maybe that's save that for the next one. Save that for round 2.
Yeah, we will. That's what. You said Thursday, you said Wednesday.
Well, we'll schedule that out. I will post the schedule as I always do on my Discord.
Not to be Tuesday.
I don't know yet. I need to look at my calendar. My brain is.
I would appreciate it.
I'll do my best. But me and J-Love have quite a tough schedule because of the time difference and me having to work nights and all sorts of things. Like it's a complicated one. But thank you both. And is there anything you want to advertise before we go, or should I wrap
Dizzy's
up,
wedding.
guys? Dizzy's wedding exciting.
But the wedding's not for another 2 years yet, so we've got a bit of time for that one.
Do check out shout out Dizzy Bears. Let's do that, Piper. I'll see you in the final. Let's say that. But yeah, shout out Dizzy. Do check out Dizzy. I would do it for Collie, but she hasn't got a channel yet. We keep saying yet.